About that time, when I started working in that dental clinic, that was a full-time job, 40, 50 hours a week. And it was a real job, helping real people. And I had a real job doing concrete, which is a miserable job with miserable people. I start doing a job that I feel good about, that I'm learning stuff. I'm learning things and I'm using them and I'm seeing good results. I'm working around people who are treating me respectfully. Even though they're prison staff, I would go to work every day and it was like walking out of the prison. It was like walking into a whole different world. The fact that they respected me and trusted me and treated me well, and also gave me a kind of a challenging job that required me to actually really work at it and learn things, it was really good. And then I started using that knowledge to help other people, explaining to them, how they should take care of themselves and why, and seeing them go, oh, that makes sense. I never realized why people actually brush their teeth, or seeing the disappointment in somebody's face when they realize they're going to have to lose a tooth. It just started to affect me in a way that I had never felt before. And so, I saw what came from helping other people.
But you discovered empathy.
Yeah, exactly. And the interesting thing is so I tried to use the bipolar thing in my federal sentencing to get a lesser sentence. So they did some psychological evaluations, and one of the ladies who did one of the psychological evaluations, she said there is nothing. He doesn't have any kind of bipolar disorder or this. She said he has antisocial personality disorder. Usually when you have a professional saying this person has antisocial personality disorder, they're like, yeah, lock him up, throw the key away. Because all they're going to do is hurt other people because they have no empathy. It's basically borderline sociopath. She said, I highly recommend a lengthy period of incarceration with drug treatment and somehow teaching him to have empathy for other people. And, little did I know my job was going to be what taught me how to have empathy for other people. So by the time that I got done with my prison sentence, I had done that. I had taught this class and taught several hundred students about the importance of preventing these diseases. I was able to use PowerPoint to actually show pictures of infections and viruses and bacteria and explain the differences and why some are worse than others and the types of infections they cause and different stuff. And, hepatitis is a really big concern in prison because a lot of people have it because they're intravenous drug users. And so they once I started talking about these things that they had seen or have themselves, they were really receptive to hearing about the things that I had to say. And so, it didn't stop when I got fired from the dental clinic. It continued.
It seems to me that the education thing might have actually been a serendipity, a nice thing.
It was.
Because now you're actually teaching and helping people in a different way, but it stretched you in a different way.
Well, yeah, because I had to learn more and I had to learn it better. Because I learned it as a dental assistant and I just used it. But when you're teaching something to other people, you want to make sure that you know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. And if you don't, you go find out. And if somebody asks you a question that you're like, I'll find out and let you know next week.